right, well, let's bring in Jay. We'll run the intro and we'll go from there and see what happens. Yes, kids. Welcome to another episode of Cinema Score. I am your host, your boy, and next to me, as always, is my beautiful co-host, Creature. Creature,
Let's go.
How-
Hello? Hey,
hello.
let's go. I got a joke for everybody. I just, you know, said just there. I had to do it. I had to. It's good
Thanks.
to say I love Jesus, right, y'all? Can everybody agree? It's good to say I love Jesus, unless you're in a
Where is this
Mexican,
going?
unless you're in a Mexican prison. Let's go. Let's go to the next round. Hello.
Jeez.
Y'all.
With that being said, let's go ahead and have our contestants request the box. Dear Lord. All right, let's see. All right, I am. I'm shooketh.
Oh man. Hey,
I'm
can we do them
shooketh
this?
to the core.
Hey, can we do them the same? Alice, Tommy, and Vampy, or you know what I said? That would be awesome. Dadgummit.
It's
All
Tommy
right,
for this
never
one.
mind.
Well, the
Bring in
problem is
our
I don't think
contestant
Tommy's
for tonight.
here.
Tommy,
Savage gonna fill in.
freaking Tommy,
Savage is filling in.
Yeah.
come on, Tommy, get your ass in here.
Well, guys, welcome back. I do apologize for last week. I think a squirrel might have been sitting on my internet or something. God only knows
No,
what was
it
going on
wasn't
there.
you. It wasn't you. I found out later. It actually had happened before I came into the show. That it was kicking people out of the box. So it did it to me once before the show. So I didn't think nothing of it. And then it started doing that. And then I heard from others it was the same way. So, but
I know
that
featured shows have been having problems lately. I've been hearing other streams while I'm on my feature,
Yes, that's been a
almost
big
like
issue recently.
Yeah.
almost like a
Copy.
cross line.
wow.
And sometimes
We
people
never
will be able
cross
to hear it, and
streams.
sometimes
If
they
we
just
learned
hear
everything from the movie
Yep.
Ghostbusters, you never cross streams.
Speaking of movies, way to bring it back. Way to bring it
See
back
what
to
I did there?
movies. That was
See what I
brilliant.
did there? That's
I
being
did.
called
I
a consummate
appreciate
professional. Anyway, you've all been on the show, but for those who are new in the chat, let me go ahead and break this down for you. What we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to go and talk about some movies. We're going to go on the internet. We're going to figure out what the internet critics and what the internet audience scored these movies on a scale of 0 to 100. Whoever's the closest to that score is going to get a point. And then also get to pick the next movie. The only thing about picking the next movie is the other two contestants have got to be familiar with the movie. It can't just be some random movie you saw with your cousin last weekend. So we're going to do that for about 35 minutes, and then we're going to get into our rapid fire round, where we're going to stop talking about movies, and we're just going to start scoring them. So if your favorite streamer's in here and they're down at the rapid fire round, stick around, because we've seen people make some awesome comebacks. Creature, did I miss anything?
No, you did not. I think you touched everything, brother, except the rapid fire round. Yeah.
And Diddy, but I digress. So let's get this show on the road here.
Diddy, done.
Creature, why don't you kick us off with the first movie?
All right. What I'm gonna start off with? Let's go with we've never tried this one. I'm gonna try Crocodile Dundee.
Oh,
That's really weird. We were just talking about that movie on my stream.
Are you kidding?
But I haven't seen that movie maybe but once.
Savage!
So
No.
everybody good? What?
No, she said no.
Oh my god.
I don't have any clue.
You
haven't
haven't
seen it in a long
Another
time.
one. Okay, thank you, Alice, because I just felt really guilty.
No, I have.
Let's try another one.
It would be the biggest guess of my life.
Yeah, that would be, mine too.
Willy Wonka.
Which one?
Gene Wilder.
Whichever one everybody's
Gene
familiar.
Wilder. This Willy Wonka.
I'm
Willy
familiar with
Wonka and the
both.
Chocolate Factory.
I'm familiar with both too.
Savage.
I'm familiar with both.
All right.
Okay,
What
let's do
is
the
it?
let's do the old school one,
All right.
Agreed.
the
Cool.
not Johnny Depp one.
The better of the two.
The better of the two.
Not too
All right.
much.
Alice, what do you remember from
I
Willy
like that
Wonka and the
movies.
Chocolate Factory?
I remember the scary tunnel. It like traumatized me. Yeah, the scary tunnel, and the coolest part about that is that they didn't know that was gonna happen.
You know
So
that?
that
You
their
know that? Oh, hell yeah.
reactions were genuine, which is awesome. Yeah, that guy in the alley totally freaked me out.
There's no earthly way of knowing
Yeah.
which direction we are
That
going.
was all improv.
There's
Yeah.
no knowing
No,
where
both of you
we're
at the exact same time
going, or which way the river's flowing.
Sorry.
You know,
All
you
right.
got
It was
the
just a
Oompa-
reaction,
you got the,
sorry.
the Oompa Loompas and the slavery. You know, the whole.
Oh, one of my favorite parts of that movie was the slavery.
Yeah. Orange people
I would have
unite.
gone with free labor, but okay.
I mean,
All right, let's get down to the brass taxes here, shall we? What do you think the critics scored this movie on a scale of 0 to 100?
I'm gonna go. I think the critics actually scored this pretty high. I'm gonna go with a 79 for critics and like an 86 for audience.
7986. All right.
All right, I think the show is finally working. We're back up and running, baby. Baby, what do you remember from the movie Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory?
Not too much. Let's not get into it, okay?
Then Charlie, Charlie Bucket. Yeah, Charlie Bucket finding the dollar in the drain, picking it up, finding that one chocolate bar and getting that golden ticket. Grandpa Joe all of a sudden can walk again.
Yeah,
Outside
why
of
are you
that.
Go.
laying
Go.
around
Go.
bed for all this time while your family rots? Okay, and all of a sudden now you can get up out of bed. What have you been
Right,
doing?
and he gets
for
up
the
and
last
dances.
20
Not
years?
only walks, he dances across that
Yeah.
whole room. He
It was
danced
crazy.
across the whole room. It wasn't even just a walk. He literally
Y'all, all
danced.
4 of you laying in bed while this poor woman making cabbage soup, bro.
Right.
It was wild. That was really wild for me when I seen him getting up at the like what like you could have.
Yeah, but not when he's not sick, dude. It has nothing to do with the 4 people in the bed. It has everything to do with all of a sudden he can get up and dance.
survive.
But I also do love the scene where when Gene Wilder come out the factory for the first time to meet everyone, he has his cane and he does the flip. Yes, that was the flip. Was so everything. Apparently, he wasn't supposed to do that in the movie, but he begged them to let him do it into the movie, which is I'm grateful they let him do it because that was awesome.
They didn't know he was going to do it. The people who were like waiting to get in the gate. So they thought he actually fell.
Yeah.
It was pretty
a
awesome.
lot of improv in the movie.
Fun fact, that's also why he goes out of frame for a second, because they weren't expecting him to do the flip. So he actually goes out of frame of the camera for a minute.
And they pops up.
And that's a big no-no in the movie.
Yep.
Yeah, but let's get to scoring. Since this is an older movie, I'm gonna drop it down a little bit, maybe to 77, and the audience gave it maybe 87.
Wow, that wasn't the biggest Price is Right I've ever seen in my entire life.
That ain't the biggest, but that's up there. We're gonna chalk that one up there though. That one is that's gonna be one. You know, we'll chalk up there.
Wow,
Definitely made the top
savage.
All right, so I remember a lot of that movie. So I remember the fat kid getting the chocolate and falling inside and then having to go through the tube.
What was his name? Gustav or something? Augusta.
I don't remember. Augusta, yeah. And then the girl that eats the freaking gum, and then the boy that goes through the TV.
She was my favorite.
I remember a
There was a
majority
lot
of
of murder in that.
Yeah.
Kids get murdered.
Yeah, murdering children.
Yes. And then them going up and them having to fart to come back down when they were in the pop container.
I think it was burping.
I thought it was burping.
Yeah, or burping. That's what I was burping.
Yeah, you're thinking of Family Guy. You're thinking of the Family Guy one, but all right.
But then you got the golden goose
And then
stroke.
them going through the roof at the end where like that was the scary part for me. That's what scared me.
Yeah.
Not knowing they were gonna go right through the roof. Oh Lord, man, I was so scared for them, and not knowing what was gonna happen for them. That was the part that scared me probably the most. But let's get to scores.
Everybody else died. You might as well just expect that they were too.
I also want to know why they're in this little house in the freaking chocolate
Middle of nowhere.
factory.
Yeah, it was a great movie. All right, so scores, we're gonna say critics gave it a 67. And I'm going to say that the people gave it a 74.
Oh, nice.
Ooh, nice.
Creature, could you imagine OSHA walking into the Willy Wonka factory? They'd be like, there are just several clear violations here. You're telling me you have a river of chocolate running right through the middle of your factory. That is a health
Are you
hazard
sure?
right in and of itself.
Children proof?
I can imagine. I can imagine.
OSHA would have a field day.
Willy Wonka going, get him out of here. Get him. Oompa.
Dippity-doo.
Yes.
Yo, lock the door.
The critics
How did it get in
gave
here?
this movie
Gotta go.
92%.
Wow.
Oh.
The audience gave it an 87%. Now, even though Vampy hit the 87, Alice was still closer, and she gets the point.
Right did not help.
That is very, very
The price is
unusual.
wrong, actually.
It is for being
Very,
older.
very
Yeah.
unusual. What you just said is that the critic score was higher than the audience score. That doesn't happen very often.
Especially
True.
for he likes that too.
Yeah.
It
That is
does.
kinda true.
It happens. You would be surprised. You'd be surprised. It just depends. It really.
Unless it's one of the there's another movie out there. Lost in Translation is one of them that was super high critically, but it like it was one of
Oh, is
those
that the
movies
movie
that you
that you're
went and
picking?
saw
Because
and
welcome
you were
to the
like,
board.
Go ahead, Alice. It's your pick now.
You got whatever you want.
I wanted to do Dark Knight last week. You guys know the Batman movie, Dark Knight?
Yeah.
Yes, I don't remember much from it, but I do know it.
Okay. So Dark Knight, that's when we get to meet Heath Ledger's Joker, which was iconic.
I thought he was ugly.
You know, there was a lot of improv in that movie too. That explosion when he was going like this, that was an improvisation type of moment. So I just feel like that movie was very well cast. It was very well done. It just bravo, well done. As far as
how I got these scars.
Is that when he died? Is that the movie where when he died?
yeah, right after.
Mhm.
Yeah, like
Yeah, right after.
the rest
Yeah.
of these. Why so serious?
I mean, listen, he was an ugly. Okay,
My
that's the one
father.
Joker that I hated the most.
Was
I'm
a
not gonna
drinker.
lie. That was the one Joker I hated the most.
That was not his
out
last
of
movie.
all the Jokers.
Oh, I loved him as Joker. He
I'm
was
gonna tell
great.
you that was the realest Joker. I'm telling you, like for real.
I don't know. I
That
just
was gnarly.
I hated his look. I hated.
Well, it
the
killed
way
him.
he looked.
Nah.
It literally
No,
killed
No,
him.
I
so-
didn't like
Right.
this Joker.
It killed him. Exactly it.
He killed it.
Yeah, Jared Leto. I like Jared Leto,
Yeah.
but yeah, I would agree with Heath Ledger.
As
will be
far
best.
as critic score versus audience score, dang it.
Hey, you picked it.
I know. It's not like I like do my homework before I get here or anything. I'm thinking
Nobody
like
does. That's the fun part about this. Y'all could just do a little.
80,
I know why I've never thought about that until she just said it.
Just a little bit.
84 for
Huh?
critic, 92 for audience,
All right, what was your first number?
84 for critic.
84, 92.
Can I change that real quick?
Yeah,
You
I
can.
feel
You
like
can. She hasn't said
87,
anything yet.
87 for critic.
87 for critics and then 92 for the people.
Yeah, I think it's pretty close.
Okay. All right, I got you. DJ. All right, go ahead, baby.
Well, I don't remember much from it. Yeah, but I do remember Heath Ledger being the Joker in the movie. I hadn't seen it in a hot minute, so I need to rewatch it and refresh my memory. Other than that, we're just gonna just hop into the scores, and I love Batman movies too. So I'm gonna say the audience gave it a 80. I mean, the critics gave it an 85. The audience gave it a 92.
All right. 85.
She's stomping all over you, Alice.
Wait, what?
85,
I'm
92.
not good with numbers.
Yeah, both got 92. All right, let's go. All right. Okay, go ahead with yourself, Savage.
All right, so listen, this one hits a touch soft spot for me because the theater shooting happened the very first time here, and I was supposed to be
Was
at
it The
that movie.
Rises?
Luckily, I wasn't, so this hit me like a different way. So it took me a really, really long time to honestly watch the movie. And when I did, oh yes, Lex, be quiet. When I did, it was again a little difficult because I knew the whole backstory of the thing. So that for me again, I feel like the Joker was the ugliest form of Joker. Listen, okay, my favorite person is going to be freaking Harley Quinn anyways. I'm like Harley Quinn in many ways, so I feel for her, and so she's my favorite, even though I didn't really like the actress that did her either. I'm not gonna lie, it was listen, she was
in the Dark Knight.
yeah, she was very for a very small time. I think she was, but
No, you're
a moment.
thinking of a different one.
No.
Okay, never mind. Anyways, so moving on. So we're just gonna go to the numbers here.
Yes.
So
I'm disappointed.
Please.
we're gonna go. I'm gonna go a little bit lower than them, and I'm gonna go with 78 and 82.
All right. Brother, it's time to do the rundown before you reveal.
Oh, we're way past that one. We'll hit the next one.
You better go ahead and hit it. Just hit it. You're good.
Fine. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Cinema Score. I'm your host, your boy. It's my beautiful co-host creature. We do on the shows. We talk about movies. We go on the internet, figure out the internet critics and the audience score. These movies on a scale of 0 to 100. Stick around though. In the next 20 minutes, we're gonna get this rapid fire round. If you'd like to be on the show, please hit up my wonderful admins. We have a Buddy J and Baby.
We did miss last week too because of app glitches.
Yeah.
You know.
The critics.
Thank-
It
By the way,
really
there's
doesn't.
also this really, really cool photo from the production of this movie. I don't know if you guys knew that Heath Ledger was a huge skateboarder.
Oh,
And there's a picture of Christian Bale and Heath Ledger, both in full costume. And Heath Ledger is doing an ollie over Christian Bale is lying on the ground. It's really cool. If you guys have never seen it,
That
look it up.
is really cool. No, I haven't
That
seen
would be
that.
That's awesome.
That's crazy.
The critics
bad.
gave this movie a 94%.
Ooh.
The audience gave this movie a 94%.
I go Salad.
Going back to back is Alice in Wonderland.
Hey, let's
Get in there, Bambi. Where you at? Savage, where you at? Let's go.
No, does that mean I have to keep on doing
Not too much. I'm only a fill-in.
Unless you want to, you can always defer to me.
You can always defer to Creature.
And not so much, Creature. I'm a fill-in. Remember.
Yeah, she's feeling.
Um,
You tell me
yeah,
what
go
you
ahead,
like.
Creature. My brain is not braining.
All right, what
Uh-oh.
kind of genre do you like?
Pick your poison. I really.
All right, I tell you what. Let's go with something real. Gladiator.
Gladiator was good.
Are you not entertained?
I don't think I've seen it, honestly.
You never seen
Yeah.
Russell Crowe?
You've heard
Joaquin
of it.
Phoenix?
You've heard of it. You've heard of it. Definitely.
Joaquin
Never
Phoenix
seen it.
was excellent in that
I,
movie.
the Gladiators, I think it was like on TV when they used to do
The
Gladiators.
American Gladiators.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a good Gladiator.
All right.
That's a good Gladiator.
Mall Cop. There you go.
All
Mall
right.
Cop.
Lord Mall Cop.
I'm not
I don't
yeah.
think I've ever seen
Oh.
it. I'm sorry.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. All right, I'm trying to blend in everybody here. Sorry.
He's judging the room.
It's kind of hard. All right. Go ahead with. Let's go with Jumanji.
The original Jumanji.
Robert Williams
Yeah.
or
I
Robin
loved the original Jumanji.
right.
I'm game for that one.
All right, the
Robin
original Jumanji,
Williams.
1995 with Bonnie Hunt.
Why is it anytime I could bring up a Robin Williams though movie, it doesn't ever work?
Well, no, they do apparently.
Right. What?
I absolutely
Movies
loved.
I brought up didn't work either.
I
Two.
absolutely loved Jumanji.
Two.
All right, so Alice, it's on you. Yeah, break it down.
The soundtrack on this movie was pretty epic too. It really made you feel like you were like in the game. The
Oh yeah.
you know, you know.
Mhm.
Yeah, that
I
didn't think about that.
As a kid, I was like fully immersed in this movie. I can't tell you how many times I've watched that movie. You know, Robin Williams comes out in full out like George of the Jungle situation.
Mhm.
But it was a
year is it?
It was a yeah. What year is it? But it was a great movie. Yeah, it's one of those things that, you know, if you saw Jumanji at the store, you're like, I don't know if I want to play that. I don't know if I want to play that. You know what I mean?
Mm. Mm-mm.
Hmm.
I don't know if I want that game. I'm sorry. I don't.
Right.
I'm gonna be real honest when it comes to scoring this particular like movie. Sometimes I have an idea. This is one of those ones that like I know everybody that I know loved it, but I don't know much about how anybody else liked it. You know, I'm gonna go with like an audience score of like 85 and maybe a critic score of like a 76.
76. Okay. All right. Go ahead. That would be in replace of Tommy. Sorry, I swear I keep looking to the top of my page and
It's Vampy. Vampy. What do you remember from Jumanji?
I know.
I tell you one thing, I don't want to play the games. It was when I was younger watching this, it looked terrifying to be stuck in a game with all these wild animals. Like it was okay with that. Overall, it's a great movie. Love me some Robert Williams. I don't remember much about it, but I do remember like I guess seeing all the animals running through the house in one scene. All the animals running in, it was crazy. Like how y'all surviving this right now?
I think the monkeys driving the cop car might have been my favorite scene in Jumanji.
Yeah.
I forgot about
The
that.
CGI at that point looks so good for the time.
Yeah,
For the time period,
good.
it was excellent. Yeah.
yeah.
I forgot about that part. That's crazy. Yeah, that was fun. But the
Mhm.
coming through the house, I remember Vampy. I remember just like like where you just kind of where they just kind of like turn their head and like down the hallway, just Like, it was just like a stampede, and it's like, oh
It was
my
scary.
God, this is
That was scary for a child to watch.
yeah, like this is real. You know what I'm saying? That's when I think they realize like this is real. Like this is
Right.
not this is not a board game.
Like, yeah, we're seeing like the rhino just kind of
Yeah, like
you're like,
like man, what is this? Night at a museum? Jeez. Night at a museum was pretty good, by the way. Okay, so I'm gonna say the critics scored it a 83, and the audience gave it, I'm gonna say a 79.
Okay. All right. You spaced yourself out a little bit from Alice on that one. You gave her a little space. You gave her a little
but
space.
she's backwards to me. So
You gave her a little space on that one. Just a little bit. All right, go ahead, Savage. You're good.
All right, so I remember a lot about this movie. I remember, okay, so this is gonna show my age. I remember going to Blockbuster and wanting this movie severely bad. Okay.
Yo, you're in. We all went to Blockbuster. Maybe not Vampy, but the rest of us did.
I know.
I feel like if you can't find your ID and you have a Blockbuster card, that should be your ID.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, listen,
But
I came
Blockbuster was
from a
still open
different
when I was
time.
younger, though. I remember seeing the sign. I just
Yeah,
never-
no, it was bad movie. Like, I remember having to actually order it because so many people wanted to watch it. And I had already watched it, but I wanted to watch it again. And
Yeah.
so I had to wait like a month almost for it to watch it again. And I was so upset. What?
Savage, check this. I'm gonna ask you a question real quick. I'm gonna show my age. How about this? I remember when if you didn't turn in that VCR tape, if it
Yeah.
you got charged extra.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you didn't
Yeah,
rewind.
I'm
If you didn't
a
rewind, you
fan.
got charged 50
Couple
cents.
times.
Yeah.
My parents got charged a couple extra
I'll
times
never
for
forget.
that.
I'll never forget that one time I went in there to get Adam's Family Values, and they
Oh, I
told
love
me
that
that I had
movie.
$3 in rewind charges, and they wouldn't let me take the video until I paid the
Yeah.
$3 in rewind.
They,
charges.
yeah, you had to pay the money back. And it was,
Wow.
yes.
That's crazy.
I had
Yes.
to pull out $3. I couldn't even get the milk duds I wanted. I was so bummed.
Yep.
I do want
Oh,
to.
not the milk duds.
My parents had to pay extra a couple times for me. Yeah, that happened.
Take your time.
But okay, so I loved that whole movie. I loved just the whole like aspect of it, like when he comes back to his family. I love the kids. Okay, the spiders for me, I'm terrified of spiders. We don't do spiders, so that thing that right there, no, that's what made it real for me. Okay, that's when I turned around and was like, okay, no, we ain't doing this. I will never buy that game. No. So we don't do spiders. And the tiger, yeah, he's scared to live in
That was
the
a cool one too.
Yeah, the tiger was. I love the tiger. And then the guy, I don't remember who, Colonel something, the shooter, the guy
Oh,
with
yeah.
with the gun. Yeah, and then when they were at the store or whatever, and like the mess that they made throughout that entire
You
store.
know
I'm
about Van
like,
Pelt?
Yes, I feel so bad for whoever
Yes.
owned that store. Like if they legit destroyed a store like that, they did destroy a whole entire store like that, legit. And I feel so bad for that store having to pay for
It's
all that
crazy.
mess and everything to be cleaned up. I feel bad for them. But shh, be quiet. Anyway, so the not reading comments. We're gonna go with 82 and an 84.
All right. 284. Everybody's pretty close here, y'all. Ain't gonna lie. Y'all are very close here. I just gotta figure out. I gotta zoom in on. Three of y'all know though. This is what's killing me. Good God.
The critics, they gave this movie a 52%.
Wow.
Wow.
The audience gave this movie a 63%.
Wow, we were really high. I think, all of
Vampy with this point.
Yay.
It's so funny seeing people when they get a point on something like that. They're like, "Oh, great! I got a point for just not being the worst of the worst."
for being the worst all of our answers.
Yeah.
Like, got a point because I was not the worst of the worst. I'm good. Let's go.
How for
Mandy,
Robin
welcome to the
Williams
board.
did they get that low in ratings? Is
I really thought
wild
that.
I
to
thought
me.
maybe I was a little high on the critic score on that one, but I didn't think I was that high.
Would you guys like to hear the
that
critics'
off on the-
consensus? Do you want to hear
Yes.
their consensus on the movie?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Go ahead, say it.
A feast for the eyes with a somewhat malnourished plot Jumanji is an underachieving adventure that still offers a decent amount of fun for the whole family.
Oh,
That
that's
was the backhanded compliment if I've ever
Ah,
heard.
this
one
is
in my life.
Exactly.
was
That was
crap.
disrespectful.
That was definitely a backhanded compliment.
Wow.
That was disrespectful.
Like, go see it if you want. It's nothing great.
You're like, it's okay if you need something to do on a Saturday. You know,
Like you will not enjoy
You
it.
burn 2.5 hours. Yeah, go watch it. You're fine.
All Robin Williams movies. No, that's just, no.
Okay.
But Vampy, you are now on the board, and you get to pick the next movie.
Let's do Halloween.
Halloween, y'all.
Wow.
He had it in the comments right before
Nailed
you said
it.
Everybody good? Everybody good? Savage, you good? You good? You good? All right, let's go. Halloween. Let's talk about it, Vampy.
1978. Wow. So, as y'all know, Michael Myers is my favorite character, and when it comes to slashers as well, other than Freddy Krueger. But I love the dynamics of the movie. How like he mostly just walked throughout the movie. Then he's targeting his family. He started as a young kid.
I love you too, Goober.
He started as a young kid, and then he's been on a spree going after this family member, trying to kill the end of the bloodline, which is something else that's crazy for a little kid to do, and then also up in his early years as an adult, still doing the same thing and go after family. What are you doing, Jay?
You said Bloodline.
You
You know what I mean? Oh.
You did. You definitely did.
Okay. Okay, so I would love to score this movie high, but I'm kind of scared too. So I'm gonna score this movie to 75, and then the critics gave it a 75, and the audience, I'm gonna say 85.
Hold on. I'm reading comments. What was I got 85. What was the
75 and 85.
Yeah, pull your head out.
Let's go. All right. Savage, it's on you.
Listen, I like Michael Myers, but listen, I don't think he's really my favorite. So, the movie was decent. It wasn't scary to me. I remember, him chasing, people around and killing them. I remember him killing his sister. That'd be, the killing the sister was the best part for me. Revenge, best thing ever. But anyways.
The audacity.
How do you really feel?
How do you really feel?
Exactly how I feel. So we're gonna go with the critics gave it a 74, and we're gonna go the audience gave it a 82.
74, 82. All right, Alex.
fun fact. Did you know that the mask that Michael Myers had on was actually a Captain Kirk mask painted white?
Yes.
Well, I'm
He
shocked.
had- He's had I think, what is it, 13 masks in total, I think, or something like that.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
They were looking for something that, and it was Halloween store painted white.
Mm-hmm.
That was back when horror movies were really fun. You had Freddy
Mhm.
Krueger, you had Jason, you had Michael Myers. Those are, whatever, cult classics. I actually get Jason and Michael mixed up a lot.
Uh-oh.
I'm like, who's the one that
Constantly.
kills the one at the camp? Wrong
Yeah.
one.
This is the one with Jamie Lee Curtis, if that makes it
Yes,
any better.
I know.
Yes.
That's actually what I remember.
That's how I
about
always
the
do.
movie.
I'm like, Jamie Lee Curtis is Halloween.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
That's actually the one I
she's-
remember. What I remember the most about was
Activia.
Jamie Lee Curtis's.
Not
She was
Activia.
excellent. She was absolutely excellent in that
Mhm.
movie. I'm actually going to go way higher than you guys. And horror films aren't usually rated like this, but I remember this being a big deal for Jamie Lee Curtis. I'm going to go with an 89% for critic, and I'm going to go 94% for audience, because hey, you guys went low. I'm going to go high this time.
Yeah, well, you went. Yeah.
I gotta wait to watch
You
Halloween.
definitely went higher on both levels on that one. That's for sure. All right. Okay. Let's see.
Let's give the critics' consensus really quick here. Scary, suspenseful, and viscerally thrilling. Halloween
Mhm.
set the standard for modern horror films.
I would agree with
this
that.
movie at 96%.
Ooh.
Who did?
The critics gave this movie a 96%.
Wow.
The audience gave
let's
this
go,
movie
Alex.
an 89%. Alice, getting in there today.
So
Let's
I
go.
remember it being one of the only really, really, really high-rated horror films out there.
Get in there.
I
almost
went
aced it
to
had you flipped your scores.
At Universal Studios. They used to have this monster horror movie where they had all like the masks and stuff that you could go and see, and how they did the
like a
makeup.
symposium,
and
yeah.
Yeah, and I remember them talking about that particular movie being super high rated in 1978. So
Yeah.
cool. Let's do Harry Potter.
Yeah, was it Harry?
Which one? There's like
The
seven
first
of them.
one.
The Philosopher's
Harry's
Stone.
Pothead and the Sorcerer's Stone.
Well, I
Yes.
remember this Philosopher's Stone, Sorcerer's Stone, same thing.
The Philosopher's Stone was the book, the original
Yeah.
book
Yeah.
title for sure.
That was a play on words if you guys didn't hear it. I said Harry's a pothead and the Sorcerer's Stone.
No, it's Harry Potter. Potter.
So I'm a
It's
huge
actually
Potter
Potter.
fan. Huge Potter fan. I'm a Slytherin all the way.
I'm Hufflepuff. Get out of here. Hufflepuff all
You know,
day.
I'm a Gryffindor.
I'm a
Hufflepuff
Slytherin
ass,
all day
baby.
long.
I don't
You know,
feel like I feel it in any of them.
you're a wizard, Harry.
I like Gryffindor.
But it was an excellent start. That came out my senior year in high school, 2001. So I remember that vividly. I watched the first movie and I immediately went and read like every book that was out. But that was back when, we had a different Dumbledore than we ended up with. And everything was a little bit more magical. I used to fall
Rest in peace
asleep
to
to
the
that
original one.
score. I used to fall asleep to that, do 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 do.
That's my ringtone.
Like it's perfect.
That's my ringtone to my phone.
That's one movie that if it's on, I'm watching it. If it's also on, I'm probably falling asleep because the music will put you to sleep.
Mhm. Yeah,
I think this let me see. I think the critics didn't like it nearly as much. I think the critics are going to do I'm going to go with 70% for the critics and hey, let's go. I hear it. Oh,
She's out.
sorry. I'm 80. I'm going to go with 82. 82 for audience.
All right.
70, 82. Vampy, what do you remember?
Oh, remember reading the books when I was younger. I also remember literally Harry Potter just going around for the first time trying to find the platform 9.5 quarters. And then also he was so shy, was so scared to go through it because this is his first time. And then also his family who didn't like the fact that he was a wizard. They were trying to hide him from. They had him locked up in the little downstairs. I won't call it a basement or something, a little closet.
Under the
No, it was
covered under the
Yeah.
stairs.
It was the cupboard under the stairs. Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Remember,
pretty
'cause all the
crazy.
letters-
Dope.
the
When I was a
letters
kid, I
coming
wanted that room.
down.
I was like, that is sick.
You know what?
The
I
letters
actually had a
coming
room at one
down.
point like that.
Yeah, the letters coming down where he had to get his letter for Hogwarts
Yeah.
coming through the
To the block.
it's Sunday. You want to know what's good about Sunday? No post. I love that. And then the snake when he's at the zoo
Yeah.
and he makes the glass go away. That was one of my
Yeah.
favorite parts of that movie for sure.
I also love whenever it was Harry Potter's birthday and Hagrid, rest in peace to him, comes in, knocking down, scaring everyone in the house.
And
they
the whole
wasn't
door
ready
just
for him.
falls down.
Yeah, the whole thing just falls down. Kid over there
Have you guys ever heard
goes.
this fan theory that
Sorry
Hagrid's the
about
strongest
that.
wizard of them all? Have you guys heard that fan theory that Hagrid's actually the strongest wizard? He has a dragon. He can do everything with a
I
wand.
mean,
but he's never
listen,
been
that
to
man's
school.
got power. He just never
Did
really
you
acted
know
like it.
That
He was able
Hagrid's
to-
broken wand is in his umbrella, and that's why he can do magic with his umbrella.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh!
So I'm gonna say the critics gave it a 75 and the audience gave it an 86.
75, 86.
Let's
All
go
right,
live.
Savage. What do
All
you
right, so I
think?
remember reading the books first, so I was really partial to like watching the movies because when you read the books first, it's always hard to go to the movie second because you already have like an expectation. So I definitely had to realize I had to lower my expectations. However, I will say they did a decent job. I'm not gonna lie, they did a really good job for one of the movies that they, I appreciate that they actually took it from it. And that the fact that like, okay, the cars, all right, the cars, I love the cars. The cars the car flies. What's his name? I can't remember the name.
Ron.
Yeah, well, that's Ron's car, parents' car, but there's a name for the car itself. I just
Oh.
don't remember what it is.
That's not the first one though.
It's not.
Yeah, that's not the first one. No, I think it's like in the second,
The
third
first
movie.
one
They
is
are
all
small
right. The first
children
one
in
is
the
when they
first one.
walk through the walls to get
for
there.
sure.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
They
a
walk
big
through the walls.
run. Yes.
Don't
Yes.
forget to run.
Got to run. I just love all of the movie. I feel like Jenny dies, right? If that's the first one, is when Jenny dies. Or what's the girl in the room the bathroom? Wasn't her name Jenny? She messes with Jenny. What the one that messes with Jenny?
Oh, Ginny. That's like the second one, I think. That's
Is
Chamber
it?
of
Yeah.
Secrets.
Jenny is it Jenny Ron's sister?
Chamber of Secrets. It's John.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're talking. Yeah, the
Okay,
first
yeah.
one is the one with the Sorcerer's Stone where they have to go through
Mhm.
it. Now you're free to check the king. Like, that was like iconic. There's so many memes out there.
Oh,
about
that's
it.
right. When he also doesn't he take him to go get his wizard or his wand? When he
Yeah.
takes her to go get his wand.
Yep.
Yeah.
Definitely not
Okay,
this
that
one.
The wand chooses the the
Yeah.
wizard.
And the owl. I love the owl.
Hedwig.
The owl's one of my favorite characters. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go with How this is gonna be hard.
Dumbledore.
Dumbledore.
Critics gave it we're gonna go 77 and we're gonna go 84 for people.
7784. Let's go.
Leviosa, not Leviosa.
Leviosa.
Hello?
My favorite line from that movie, and I say it all the time, just constantly, even when nobody's around, is when they're playing Quidditch.
Oh
He
yeah.
goes up to Malfoy and he goes, "Give it to you, Malfoy, before I knock you off your broom."
That's right. Now I remember that one.
Wait till tell my father.
Fucking Malfoy. He's crazy.
My father will hear about
Potter.
this. That's what it was. My father will hear about this.
When he said Potter,
You like try to give yourself a brain aneurysm when you say Potter.
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 The critics gave this movie an 81%. The audience gave this movie an 82%. Putting her on the board is Savage.
Hey.
Um,
Those
Got a
are
quick
really
promo
close,
here real
though.
quick, and then we're gonna get to the next round here. Excuse me. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Cinema Score, your boy and creature feature show. I'm your boy, this is my beautiful ghost creature. Where we do on the shows, we go on the internet, we talk about movies. We have the internet critics and the internet audience scores the movies on a scale of 0 to 100. But now we've gotten to the rapid fire round. We're gonna stop talking about the movies and we're gonna start scoring the movies. If you'd like to be on the show, please do my wonderful admins. We got Emoji J and Vampy.
Do not
Yeah.
leave.
Wow, the fact that Vampy was just mouthing that along with you is
I do it all the time. I do it all the time when I'm not on camera.
Your favorite streamer can come back at any time now. We stop talking about the movie, y'all, and we get to straight numbers, okay?
Let's go.
All right, y'all ready? Okay,
No.
since Savage hasn't got into the game till now, we're going to give Savage the chance to be able to pick a movie if you have one on your tongue.
can we do Jack?
What?
Jack-
Robin Williams, Jack.
Yeah.
That's the
Oh
one
Lord,
where
baby, have mercy on
he's
my
the
soul.
kid. He's like an overgrown kid, right?
Yeah,
That's
the
the
Robin
one
Williams movie.
he became.
I don't
a
know why I
pediatrician.
thought Jack
No, that's
Jack
Patch
and the
Adams.
Beanstalk.
No, Patch
Yeah,
Adams
no.
where he's the doctor. Jack's the one where he's like
Something
he
else.
like grows at an
Something
accelerated rate.
All right.
Patch Adams is the one where he's a doctor.
Yeah, something else. You got to pick something else.
Okay, well, all right, so we'll go with Free Willy.
All right.
Free Willy.
Okay. Right.
Hold me
Score.
like a
Go ahead.
river
You gotta go
dry.
ahead and score first, Savage. There's no
All
talking.
right, so critics, I want to say they did the. I want to say they hit this hard, so I'm gonna say 87. I'm gonna say the people 89.
All right. Now, Alice.
I'm gonna go critics 82, and I'm gonna go audience 84.
84. All right. Okay. Y'all, I remember this movie. I love this movie. I love
We're
this
not
movie.
supposed to talk about it because we really want
Yeah.
to talk about the whale.
Oh, Alice.
Don't start
you,
it.
You
We
were
can't
so
finish it.
ruining the moment. God. I'm about to break it down to you.
Like
real
it's when he puts his hand over, so Willie like jumps over him. That's like the best part. I'm sorry.
Now, this is like the audible to give DJ a couple extra seconds of math. You get what I'm saying?
We
And
still
then
need
it goes-
Bambies though to do math.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Bambi hasn't
We still
gone
need
yet.
Bambi to do math here.
I'm gonna say 9086.
But go ahead. All right, go, it is on you, Van. Go ahead now.
9086.
I'm not gonna say she's next.
Good save. Good save.
I did. I saved the crap out of that one. Go ahead, Vampy.
9086.
Should have said it 3 times.
I know, right?
Like, a lot. Pay attention, Creech. Dang.
That's why both of y'all wearing the wrong teams anyway. So let's.
Hey, not too
That
much. Not
part.
too much. The critics gave this movie a 71%.
Ooh.
The audience gave this movie a 50%.
Wow.
Alice with the
Oh
point.
no! Wow.
Something tells me
50%?
something tells me that PETA may have gotten to that movie.
Oh, yeah, I think you're probably right. I don't feel like it was that low when it first came out.
I swear it wasn't.
Yeah, it would definitely was not that low when it
I
first
don't
came
even
out.
know anybody that doesn't like that movie.
It was a
Right.
pretty good movie.
Hey,
All of the music behind it too is phenomenal. I mean, listen, you got Michael Jackson. Like, come on.
Wait, will you be there? I mean, come on, just find a song.
What?
Do y'all want to lose?
Huh?
Do y'all
What's the
want
next
to
movie?
lose?
What are we losing?
Next movie.
All right. Okay. I'm trying to keep y'all in there. Like, she's running away with it. Y'all need to get your head in the game. Let's go. Okay? All right? Let's go. All right.
Get your head in the game.
I had one right on the. Oh, Final Destination.
All right.
Oh Lord, baby Jesus, yes.
I love you some Final Destination. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I'm about to retire this movie.
Yeah.
About like I did yours. You better not even.
Toy Story's banned for good.
Yeah, Toy Story's already been banned.
Yeah, Toy
Toy
Story.
Story 2's not though. All right, Final
It must
Destination.
be.
That is on
Soon.
Alice.
Alice.
It's me?
definitely banned.
Mm-hmm.
Toy Story is banned. We don't
I
use
think-
it.
I don't know, like 70 for critics, 75 for audience. Like, it's a cult classic, but I don't know if it was well received.
Right.
All right, Vampy.
I'm gonna say 80, 83.
80, 83. Okay. See that?
I'm saying 79, 82.
So what now, Savage? Go ahead. What was it?
79,
79, 82. 79 and 82.
I got you.
Okay.
I got
Alright.
you. I got you.
You had a real confused look on your face there. I just wanted to make sure.
He looked like he was lost. It was a lost
Right.
boy.
Boy.
I was just like, how many people?
Oh, boy.
Let me just sit here and look for a second. Let's see. 1, 2.
The critics gave this movie a 37%.
I know you lying.
Wow. Wow.
Audience gave this movie a 68%. She's running away with it. Alice with another point.
Even with the haters.
37%. I knew that the critics. I knew once I gave you the critics score after I gave it to you that I should have made it lower, like because I was thinking it was pretty low, like 50s, but 37. Wow.
That's wild.
In your love wonderland, ain't you, girl? Let's go. All right. I tell you what. Let's go with We Are the Millers.
I don't even know if I've ever seen that movie, Creech.
Oh my God.
I don't think I know it was the show.
You've not seen
Wait, is that the one with Jennifer? What's her name?
Aniston and Jason Sudeikis, they like take
She
drugs
like
over
didn't
the
she got
border.
that stripper scene in that?
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are getting
and,
paid?
And they're like in a camper and they drive it across country, like
Okay.
to like Mexico.
Yeah,
What's her
I-
name?
I-
Emma
I-
Roberts is
I
in it
vaguely
too.
Remember it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I have
Next
to.
one.
Oh my God Almighty! All right, we got to work together, guys. Okay? Can we work together?
Not one of them is short.
Hey, watch your mouth when you're talking to me. All right, let's go with
Who?
Bad Boys. See?
Okay.
Hush, DJ.
Bad Boys.
What you want? What you
I'm
want?
familiar. Yeah. Okay, I remember. Yeah.
Y'all good? Everybody?
Mhm.
I think
Mhm.
you're only one rejecting right now, Savage. So yes.
I said yes. What are you talking about? I never rejected. I said yes from the beginning.
I'm talking about the other movie.
Oh,
That is on Alice. Alice.
listen, I
Bad
don't know.
Boys.
I'm gonna go with like a 61 for critics and like a 77 for audience. What?
All right.
Sorry, that's my cat. She's in heat.
Vampy.
The cat like
Oh
that.
my
answer.
god, I thought that was your boy making a sound on his sound bar, dude. You need to record that and be.
You give it the old.
I would say 67, 73.
67, 73. All right.
All right, we're gonna say okay. Lord. All right, we're gonna go 55 and 64.
All right. Okay. We're close here. Not really. Kind of, sort of. I smell that smell. Can't you smell that smell?
Critics gave this movie a 43%. The audience gave this movie a 78%. Just by getting that 78, Alice gets another point. Your 64 was too low.
Oh man.
I just remember audiences liking it and critics hating it.
Yeah, I knew that. Yeah, I knew that the critics hated it. That's why I went with the low ball because I knew. Yeah.
All right. Well,
That's like an evil laugh.
I was getting ready to say, "Oh, should we be scared on this one?"
this is crazy. All right. Neighbors. Let's go with that.
Neighbors. Zac Efron and Seth Rogen.
Yup. Very good movie though. It's very funny. It actually is
I'm
pretty
gonna
good.
go with like critics score of like 44.
That's what you're going
they
with?
don't like they don't like comedies, and I'll do like audience score of like a 72.
They don't like comedies most of the time. It's very rare. It really is.
All right. Vampy.
I'm gonna say a 75, 87.
Bro, not the 75 on my 70 or
Well, that was your critic score. That was your audience
oh,
score.
all right. Like, damn, Vampy.
I was about to say, yeah.
I
you
just-
got 40. She got. She a long ways away from you. Yeah, you good.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go with 55 and 68.
55 and 68. Okay. All right. Let's see here. Wow. We got some vast. Wow, I like this. I like this.
The critics gave this movie a 73%. The audience gave this movie a 63%. Savage with the point.
Nice. All right. Is everybody familiar with the movie Shrek?
Hey now, you know
I love that song.
I'm making waffles.
I'm a believer.
waffles.
It would be on you first, Savage. Okay.
All right, so I feel like this was a really good one because people, they love Disney. Oh, hold on, so we're gonna go with. Hold on, we're gonna go with it with 78, and we're gonna go with what's gonna be 75, 75 and 78, 78,
78,
75.
All right, Alice.
I'm gonna go with like an 80 and like a 92. 80 for critics, 92 for audiences.
Babe.
I'm gonna say 82, 93.
I'm just gonna squeeze in here.
Hey, she's squeezing right in there. She's like, I'm walking right around.
She wants right in the middle. She's like, I'm should be sat right there in the middle. Perfect sweet spot.
Just gonna scooch in here.
I'm just gonna start right there.
The critics gave this movie an 88%. The audience gave this movie a 90%. Winning by 1 point is Vampy.
I feel like this is
time for one more.
cheap shots, Vampy.
What?
You're like, wait, Alice is ahead. I'm just gonna like one her on every answer. It's perfect.
Let's go with Will Smith. I Am Legend.
Okay.
Great book, crappy movie.
It was all right. It was all right. It could have been a lot better. I like it.
All right, Vampy.
I'm gonna say 67 for the critics and the audience a 72.
Oh, this is gonna be hard because it's see, we're gonna go 69 and 75.
Nice.
Nice.
She went what?
69, 75.
The first 69? The first 69?
Oh, it's the first 69 we won.
What?
Uh-oh.
All right, Alice.
I'm actually gonna go with 68 for 68 for the audience, and I'm gonna go 72 for the critics.
Ow, she just don't. Oh, that hurt me.
Yeah, she sure did.
She just slid out in there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
You're supposed to do the Vampy, not me. I haven't been doing that to you.
I'm just saying, you had a good answer.
She said, "I'm sorry that Johnson & Johnson transfer truck rolled over. I got plenty."
There's plenty of baby oil to get me in this gap.
No diddy.
I mean,
No,
1,000
dude.
bottles will definitely get you there.
The critics gave this movie a 68%.
Uh-oh.
The audience gave this movie a 68%, winning by 1 point and winning the game is Alice in Wonderland.
Let's go.
Slide in there.
Nice.
Where's
Creature,
the Vampy?
break it down.
Hey, thank all of y'all. Thank y'all for coming. I'm sorry that Tommy couldn't make it. Anybody that's in the chat, anybody that came from him, thank y'all for dealing with that last week. That was not our fault.
Man, stuff happens. I know. You got some feature show creators in here. We know.
So much. Thank y'all.
We know we didn't.
Y'all for making
We didn't
it
at the time.
a freaking awesome show. So this has been one of the great ones, and I appreciate y'all. That's all I want to say. And thank y'all, and I hope y'all have a wonderful night. And DJ, I just wanted to remind you, y'all lost to the worst team in NFL.
Oh my God! Stop!
Creature don't do it right through it once.
All right, now
Your
before
team's not
everybody
so
leaves
great
here,
either, so I don't
you're a
want to be
terrible
sitting up there
human being.
talking too much there, buddy.
You're terrible. I hate you. But Vampy,
Hey,
would you like to, or Creature, what do you have going on?
Right, that part.
Well, he just left.
Well, there you go. Just rude. Vampy, what do you have going on coming up in the app?
Well, not a lot of people know, but I do have a newly featured show called Vampy's Melody Madness. It's gonna be Tuesdays at 12 a.m. Eastern. So we're going to do our first one October 1st. We're still waiting on the banner to get made, but it's in the works. So I'm
Wait,
still excited
Mondays,
about
right?
that.
You said Tuesday. Isn't it Mondays?
Tuesday, 12 a.m. Eastern, midnight.
Tuesday,
Monday-
Eastern. Got it.
Yeah,
So it's gonna be Monday night into Tuesday
Tuesday.
morning.
pretty
Don't
much.
sass me. I got it.
You can
I
catch
will
me
be
on
sleeping.
Kitty Commander Show September 30th at 9 p.m. Eastern. You also catch me on Daily Dish every Monday at 2 p.m. Eastern. I'm a correspondent with Dipples. That's the host. October 11th, I'm hosting my Halloween Goldfish auction. This Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern, I'm on Fairy Godmother show Factor Fib, and I just recently won it.
She's
And
a
then
busy girl.
I'm in a championship round for the write-off hosted by Kim Possible on the 30th at 7 p.m. Eastern. So that's all I have coming up. And other than that, you see me as the admin for Cinema Score. So I'm mostly here every Mondays at 10 p.m. Eastern.
Whoop, whoop. Savage. What do you have going on coming up here?
So I'm gonna be in Vampy's auction on the October 11th. I don't remember my time at the moment. I think it's 9 p.m. Eastern, 9 something Eastern.
Somewhere.
Yeah, 9:15 or something like that Eastern time. And then I believe I'm on Heart Rate this Friday or the following Friday. I'm not too positive.
I'm on Heart Rate this Friday.
I know I'm on one of the 2 weeks. I gotta get with Ella because she said she was gonna send me in the thingamabobber, but hasn't done that yet. And then I'm also on Bambi Show on the 6th, right?
October 1st.
Oh, I'm on the original. Oh, the first. Okay,
With the
first
new
one,
time
sorry,
and
y'all.
everything. Yeah.
Listen, I just know that it's coming up the next week. So whatever day that is. I need to really write my days down
We're still
again.
adjusting. We're adjusting.
And then I know that I have Miss CW's. I'm gonna be on October 6th. That's what it is. Miss CW's. I'll be on October 6th.
Hey, let's go.
Man, y'all are
Awesome.
busy.
And
Busy.
last but not least, El Campeón del Campeones, Alice in Wonderland.
Let's go.
Hi. Thank you for having me. This was a fun show. I'm Alice. I'm a top badge on the app. I have, let's see, I am taking 2 weeks off of most shows that I do, but typically on Wednesdays, I am a coach and a judge on Barrico Queen's feature show before and after. I do a lot of coaching on the app, on that show and off that show. Thursdays is, in my opinion, the best open mic night on the app, House of Wonderland. Thursdays between 8 to 11 p.m. Fridays is my featured show, Alice's Musical Memories, where we talk about the memories behind the music. On October 11th is season 2 starting for me. And we're going to be doing a pumpkin carving special on that night as well. So it'll be featured, and we'll be talking about Halloween memories. Actually, Vampy's on my show on the 25th, which is going to be scary movie soundtracks.
Ooh.
We're going to be talking about that. I think she'll be great with that. But other than that, that's what I've got going on right now, guys.
It's gonna be awesome.
Can you tell me a little bit more
Awesome,
about your
awesome.
show? Because I've only been in a couple times, and I really haven't been in recently.
Yeah, so my show basically, like, I have different genres. Like last week it was Disney, right? So we were tugging at your memory strings when it comes to music. All of a sudden, you know, if I play something Disney or 80s or 90s or whatever, it takes you back to a memory. So all of a sudden you guys are going,
Oh,
bing, bing, you know, so the show isn't actually about anybody being able to sing, even though I do have musical guests. It's more about the memories that you have about the music. You know,
Can I get on that show then?
Mhm.
Whenever you can.
If you guys follow my Instagram, I just put up the because I'm doing boy bands, girl bands, I'm doing R&B, I'm doing
Hello.
hair bands. It's gonna be a great season. So I've decided to break my featured show into seasons to give myself a 2-week break in between seasons. Because
Yeah.
as you know, feature shows are exhausting at times.
A little bit.
And I don't have an
Yeah.
admin. I do it all on my own. I mean, Lugs
You don't need no
kind of
admin.
Lugs kind of gets into me, but I think what the problem with everybody having the same admin is then we all have the same people on the same shows.
Yeah.
So I try to get kind of beyond it. But yeah, that's what I've got going on. This was fun, guys. Thanks for having me.
So much fun.
So just so you know now, Alice, with this win, this gets you into the champion of champions ultimate tournament at the end of the season.
Yes.
Okay, but
so
like,
we'll-
that's not for a while, right?
That's not
then-
for a while.
I think we got like 2 more spots left. So
Yeah, so we got about, you're probably 4 or 5 weeks out.
yeah,
Okay.
but I will be contacting you and let you know when it goes to
I
time.
just need to break
Now,
this
y'all
I'm gonna
down.
go ahead and do now, guys.
Maybe I can
I'm
still
gonna play
actually
the,
be on the show legit this time and not be a
I
villain.
got you. I got you.
All right, guys.
Guys, I'm gonna go
have
and
a
play the
good
outro song. If you'd like to stick around, you're more than welcome to. If not, I completely understand. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Cinema Skyguy Show!
Hey.